Okay, students, hi to all. So, previously we discussed solutions. What is required for IP? Only we discussed. Then we are going to discuss the second chapter. Is nothing but a solid state. Solid state. It is a second chapter which carries 4 marks. One short answer will come from this chapter. Okay, in first year we discussed about states of matter. States of matter is nothing but a matter. How many types matter can be exist in? Matter can exist in how many types of matter we have? Matter can be exist in solids, next liquids, next gases. So this is a matter. So what is chemistry? Chemistry is nothing but a study of matter. Matter can be exist in 3 types: solids, liquids, gases. Liquids, gases we discussed briefly in first year, and liquids we discussed little bit in first year and first chapter solutions we discussed. Next we are going to discuss solids in this chapter perfectly. What are solids? How many types of solids we have? Next, what are the characteristics of solid substances? What are the magnetic properties of solid substances? What are the electrical properties of solid substances? How packing efficiency of the atoms in the solid pairs can be exist? All these we are going to discuss in this chapter. So it is a dry chapter, so you have to concentrate more. 4 marks comes from this chapter for IP and 1 question for MCET. So first of all, you know characteristics of solids. Characteristics of solids. Okay, what are the characteristics of solids means we may discuss point wise. The first one, the solid substances having definite mass, volume and shape. Solid substances having solids have a definite mass, volume and shape. Solid substances having definite mass, volume and shape. Next, if you take, it is a solid. Which contains atoms or ions. Which contains atoms or ions. Okay. Now this is the particles which are present in the solids. So if you remove these, so these are the atoms present in the crystal. It is a crystal. Assume that it is a crystal, means a solid substance. Atoms present in the crystal are like this. Here inter-particle forces are strong, means forces between these two atoms is nothing but inter-particle forces. Here the forces is interparticle forces. They are very strong. That is next point. Interparticle forces. Solids have strong interparticle forces. Solids have strong interparticle forces. Strong interparticle forces. Forces between the atom is nothing but a strong interparticle forces. Next, solids have short interparticle distance. Short interparticle distance means here distance. It is the distance. It is the distance. It is the distance. It is very short. It is very short. Short solids have short interparticle distances. Distance is a short. Next, solids have definite mass, volume and shape. Solids have strong interparticle forces and solids have short interparticle distances. Next, here solids have perfect geometrical shape. That is nothing but a shape. These are the characteristics of solids. Characteristics of solids. Next, we are going to discuss types of solids. How many types of solids we have? How many types of solids we have? It is nothing but types of solids. Types of solids. Okay. Fluidity in these solids is very less. Means we may discuss fluidity. Fluidity means moving from one place to another. Movement. Solids have translatory motion. Translatory motion means atoms or ions or molecules are fixed at a position. They are not move. They have vibrating nature in that particular position. They are not moving from one place to another place. They can vibrate. So that is nothing but translatory motion. Means these solids have translatory motion. Solids have translatory motion. Solids have translatory motion. So these are the characteristics of solids. Next you have to know types of solids. Types of solids. How many types of solids we have? Means based on the structure of solid substances. Based on the structure, solid substances can be classified into two types. Based on structure, they are two types. The first one is nothing but crystalline solids. First one is nothing but crystalline solids. The second one is nothing but amorphous solids. Amorphous solids. Crystalline solids and amorphous solids. Now we are going to discuss characteristics of crystalline solids. Characteristics of crystalline solids we are going to discuss. So this is the solid state. Next second chapter, it is a second chapter. This is the first chapter, but we are discussing as the second chapter, which carries 4 marks. First chapter solutions finished, we got 6 marks. We will get 6 marks from that chapter. It is 4 marks. 6 plus 4, 10 marks. So 50% of the pass marks is nearly going to be finished. So here solid state, in this chapter we are going to discuss characteristics, types and magnetic properties, electrical properties of the solids. So matter can be exist in 3 types: solids, liquids and gases. Characteristics of solids means solids have definite mass, volume and shape, and solids have strong interparticle forces. Solids have short interparticle distances, and solids have translatory motion. Translatory motion means they can't move, they can vibrate. They are in a fixed position. In that position they may vibrate. That is nothing but a translatory motion. Next, types of solids. How many types of solids we have means, see, based on the structure, solids are 2 types. So based on this structure, solids are 2 types. How many types of solids we have? 2 types. Solids are 2 types. First one crystalline solids, second one is nothing but amorphous solids. Now we are going to discuss characteristics of crystalline solids. Okay, then properties of crystalline solids. Then first one, properties of crystalline solids. Properties of crystalline solids. See, we may discuss points wise. They have characteristic geometry. They have characteristic geometry. They have characteristic geometry, means a perfect shape. They have sharp melting points. Sharp melting points. They have characteristic geometry. They have sharp melting points. They are anisotropic. They are anisotropic. Anisotropic means, if you take a crystal, these are cations and anions. So the physical properties like refractive index, the measurements of the physical properties like refractive index, dielectric constant are not same. They are nothing but anisotropic. If you take, it is the distance between the particles, it is A, B. Then if you take one more 3, it is a distance between the 3 particles. It is nothing but CD. AB is not equal to CD. AB distance is not equal to CD. That's why these are anisotropic. Next, one more point. They are true solids. They are true solids. True solids means there is no fluidity in these solids. There is no fluidity in these solids. So, they have characteristic geometry. They have sharp melting points. They are anisotropic. They are true solids. Examples for crystalline solids: quartz, diamond, graphite, all these. NaCl, it is nothing but a salt. KCl, next diamond, all these are examples for crystalline solids. Okay, so they are true solids. So their structure will be like this. Next, here we have to discuss amorphous solids. Next, amorphous solids. Characteristics, properties of amorphous solids. Then it is the first one. Next, second one, properties of amorphous solids. Properties of amorphous solids. Okay. So here they have characteristic geometry. Opposite to this, they do not have characteristic geometry. They don't have characteristic geometry. Okay, then they have sharp melting points. So opposite to this, they do not have sharp melting points. MPs is nothing but melting points. They don't have sharp melting points. Next, they are anisotropic. Means these are isotropic. So the distance is AB. For these substances, AB equal to CD. For these substances, AB is not equal to CD. So they are isotropic. Here they are true solids. I am telling. They are pseudo solids. PSUEDO. Pseudo solids. Pseudo solids means if you see old constructions and old forts, so the windows of that fort means lens is in upward direction. In upper part it is very thin, and it is in down part. The down part is very thick. Why? Because the construction is very long back. The that fort is constructed very long back. Means so solids on sticking at a place, for many years they have light fluidity in that glass, whatever it may be, wood, whatever it may be. So these having some fluidity. So if you carefully observe historical constructions, so doors and windows glasses, if you observe, so window glass, upper part of the window glass is thin and down part of the means lower part of the window glass is very thick. Means what I mean to say, glass flows from up higher levels to lower level very slowly and very slightly from many means from many years. So they are nothing but they are pseudo solids. Okay, next here examples we may say, what are the examples for amorphous solids means, so here glass examples, so we may say glass, next rubber, glass, rubber and plastic, all these examples for amorphous solids. Amorphous means no form, there is no form. The meaning of amorphous, amorphous equal to no form. It is the meaning of amorphous. Crystalline means a perfect form. Crystalline means perfect form. Crystalline equal to perfect form. Okay, so this is nothing but amorphous substances, characteristics of amorphous substances and characteristics of crystalline substances. See here, what are solids means, solids have a perfect shape which having means how solids constructed means a small portion which is repeatedly arranged in three directions which construct a crystalline solids. Crystalline solids have some characteristics already we discussed. Types of crystalline solids means these two types we have, solid state and solid state. So types of crystalline, so types of solids, crystalline solids and amorphous solids. Crystalline solids means crystalline means a perfect form and amorphous means no form. So here these are the characteristics of crystalline solids and these are the characteristics of amorphous solids. Okay, then you have to know types of crystalline solids. How many types of crystalline solids means, so 4 types. How many types of crystalline solids means 4 types. They are, first one ionic crystalline solids, covalent crystalline solids, next metallic crystalline solids, next polar crystalline solids is nothing but a molecular crystalline solids. Molecular crystalline solids, molecular crystalline solids, ionic crystalline solids, next covalent crystalline solids and next metallic crystalline solids. How many types we have? 4 types. Molecular crystalline solids again divided into 3 types: polar crystalline solids, non-polar crystalline solids and next hydrogen bonded crystalline solids. Hydrogen bonded crystalline solids. Okay, this is the types of crystalline solids. So no need that. So briefly I will explain. Okay, types of crystalline solids. Now types of crystalline solids. Okay, how many types means 4 types. How many types? 4 types. First one, molecular crystalline solids. Second one, ionic crystalline solids. And third one, metallic crystalline solids. And fourth one is covalent crystalline solids. Covalent crystalline solids. Types of crystalline solids, how many types? 4 types. Again, molecular crystalline solids can be divided into three types. First one is nothing but polar crystalline solids. Second one is nothing but non-polar crystalline solids. Third one is nothing but hydrogen bonded crystalline solids. This is types of crystalline solids. We don't want for IP, that is for MSET. So molecular crystalline solids is 2 types, polar and non-polar. So 3 types, polar, non-polar and hydrogen bonded. Ionic crystalline solids, metallic crystalline solids and covalent crystalline solids. This is briefly types of crystalline solids. What we discussed in this class means characteristics of solids, types of solids and types of crystalline solids we discussed. Okay, so this is the topic, today's topic. You have to get time to time perfectness. So for time to time you have to get time to time perfectness, then only second year chemistry will be have a chance for getting what you are expecting marks. Okay, bye.